English learners.
English learners.
English learners.
English learners.
English Learners.
English learners.
We are English learners.
We are English learners.
English Learners, where learning English is made easy.
Okay, then. So, very good evening to everyone joining us today. This is an esteemed platform for all of you to join here. I'm here, your host, Deesaksham, with my host again, our dual, our pair, Tejas sir. And today we are here to present ELx, the exclusive event by EL. So, this is for the first time happening. I hope you all know the audition period that was this Tuesday. Then again, we had a long chain of preparation with all our participants. But now finally, we have our event here. So, Tejas sir, would you like to continue and would you like to add your points onto this as well?
Yes, thank you very much. Very good evening, everyone. I hope you all are doing well in your life and your learning is going on very well with our English Learners Group. So, first of all, as you all know, ELx exclusive, as you can see on the screen also. Here, I would like to keep you, and here I would like to take you few days back. Same day, but 7 days before, when we were taking a mystery slideshow event, when we announced everything about ELx. Now, here we are. Here we are with this wonderful event. We completed all auditions. We have our top 8 participants, the top perfect ELx material. Firstly, I would like to invite everyone and welcome you all, my lovely audience and my lovely participant and organizer and respected everyone. Welcome on this lovely platform of English learners. So here, I would like to start, and before starting, I would like to give you few brief things about this event. And shall we start, Satyam sir?
Of course. So, I would like to take over and introduce, first of all, our hosting panel. So, our hosting crew here is Deesaksham. Yes, that's me. And our Tejas sir here, the handsome picture on the left, on the right. So, Tejas sir and Saksham, we are your host. Moving ahead, of course, our hosting duel is very common. This is our organizing crew. I would like to extend my gratitude for all the organizers. Mr. Neeraj Arya sir, the chair of ELx, Samara ma'am, the vice chair, Ingenuine Moon, that is basically the one who brought this idea to EL, Sepulture Serenade, our designing team, of course, the Saksham and Tejas, your host, as well as the period organizers. So to everyone, this event that you will be showcasing tonight is brought to you by all 6 of us. And before it is brought to you by us, it is your efforts that made this built by this time. But said so, once again, congratulations and very all the best to all the participants. And very thank you to all the organizers and the EL members. Dear sir, would you like to say anything on the beautiful images that we see and our organizing crew?
Yes. Why not? The lovely people in front of me, as I can see on the sharing screen. First of all, thank you very much for our EL organizing crew. Thank you very much, Samira ma'am. As usual, you are the cornerstone of our English Learners Group. And thank you very much, Neeraj sir. Neeraj sir gave us such a wonderful platform. And Moon, thank you very much, Moon, for giving such a wonderful ideas to perform this wonderful event. Thank you very much for your great ideas. And as usual, our creative mind, Sepulchral Silent. This time, she rocked. I am big fan, Sepulchral Silent, big fan. You did a great job. Thank you very much for us. And moving ahead with my host, Deesaksham, and as well as moderator of this event, coordinator of this event, and the backbone of this event. Thank you very much, Deesaksham, for doing everything for us. Thank you very much. And moving ahead.
And before we move ahead, I would also like to talk about Tejas sir, the one who first brought in all the members, who also mentored all the participants, not only before the audition, but after the audition, our finalists, and again to bring this whole event together. So the key architect, dear sir, kudos to you and all the very best. So let's move ahead with our speakers panel. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how we are going to do this. The speakers panel will be called upon one by one. Each time the speaker comes ahead, they will be given some amount of time. Now it is disclosed to them, not to you, because this is a professional event. They have to start speaking and we will be rejoicing their speech. We have to understand from their experiences. Again, this is not a competition. This is an event. This is a celebration of one of the best speakers across EL. Now, these speakers not only come through the audition phase, but also the mentoring phase by me and Tejas sir. So, of course, from now onwards, what you're going to witness, this is something for the very first time in our history, in the EL history. Tejas sir, are you evenly excited for this competition?
Indeed, my bro. I was excited from since starting when you announced this event when we were having our MSS. I was starting since then there. So yeah, indeed, I also excited at this time also. And here I would like to give few insights and few things about what do we mean by ELx. Especially what does it mean? What participants are going to perform here? So everyone, as I want to give you, this is not a competition as my host T. Saksham already said you. This is not a competition. This is an event. This is a celebration of our gathering. This is a celebration we are going to do. This is not any competition. We are not performing competition here. This is a completely event and celebration of our preparation and celebration of our journey, the participants' journey. Here, I would like to give you few insight that what participants are going to do here. In this event, they will be sharing their stories, part of their life, and they'll be sharing few things that they experience in their own personal life. Let's see how we will relate them. We will relate them or not. We can see this. And let's begin with our ELx speakers panel. Saksham sir, move ahead.
Thank you so much, Tejas sir, for the guide. So to everyone, now grab a seat, grab your popcorn, grab your snack, because what you're going to witness will be very first time in the history of EL. ELx speakers panels, the best among us, one of the best among the mentors. The first to come up is Offender. So Offender, first of all, very good evening to you. Please join the stage, and the stage is all yours for the next few minutes.
Very good evening, Offender. How are you?
I'm doing great, sir. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Yes, I'm also fine, and I will say we all are fine. So, are you ready, Offender?
Yes, as always.
Tell me, first of all, tell me how was your experience after being in the top 8? How was your experience? And tell me the experience of the preparation. How did you prepare that?
Okay. So it was fantastic. I would say the auditions were really good. There were at least 35 speakers and they all were doing their best. And I was shocked how I got selected because all the speakers were really good. So it's a very fabulous moment for me.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Offender. And let's see, it's time of your performance. And for being the mentor, I would like to give you my best wishes for your performance. All the best, Offender. All the best for this wonderful performance. Please proceed. On my reverse count of 3, you may start. 3, 2, 1.
Stars can't shine without darkness. That's not just a poetic line. It's a reminder. Our brightest selves are often born in our darkest moments. Good evening, everyone. My name is Offender, and today I want to take you back to a time when I thought life would be easy. My very first year as a computer science student. I entered college with dreams of becoming the next big programmer, maybe even creating something revolutionary. But reality had other plans. My first coding lab, a disaster. My screen was filled with red error messages. My confidence crashed. My heart whispered, maybe you are not cut out for this. At that time, pain felt like an enemy. But over the years, I learned something powerful. Pain was actually my silent teacher. But why do we even need suffering to grow? Because comfort never asks us to change. Only pain pushes us to break old limits. Does that mean we should search for suffering? No. Sufferings find us anyway. The real choice is, do we let it break us or do we let it shape us? By the way, for those who don't know me, I'm offender, a learner who once thought failure was the end. Today, I stand here because those failures became stepping stones. And that is why I believe pain is not punishment, it's preparation. This reminds me of something. Dad, why does growing always come with pain? Pain is not here to hurt you, it's here to guide you. But why does it feel like suffering? Because every strong tree was once a seed struggling in the dark soil. So my pain means I'm growing? Exactly, my child. Pain is the price life takes to give you wisdom. In that first year, every error in my code became a lesson. Pain taught me resilience, to try again even when my hands were tired. Pain taught me humility, to ask my friends for help instead of pretending I knew it all. Pain taught me clarity, to focus not on grades or comparisons, but on real learning. Let me ask you this. Think about your own life. Was it your success that taught you the deepest lessons? Or was it that breakup, that failure, that moment you thought you wouldn't survive? Exactly. That's the gift of pain. It hurts, but it also heals us into wiser people. So, is suffering necessary for growth? Yes, because comfort makes us sleepy, but pain wakes us up. Every wound is a classroom, and every struggle is a secret doorway to evolution. At last, I just want to conclude. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. Remember this, pain is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your transformation. Thank you, everyone.
Great start of this event. Wow. I'm amazed to see offender. I'm amazed to see. I'm happy to be as your mentor. That you great. You did a great job. You rocked it. Saksham sir, what do you say on it?
It is definitely the most phenomenal beginning to our ELx even today. And offender, since the day of audition, I knew that there's some spark, some shine within you. And this story of yours, it is really deeply emotional as well as motivating and something I could personally connect with as well. So I hope all our listeners, apart from me as well, an offender, the one who described it, we all come to know how important some moments of life are. So offender, I do get it. That was amazing part of speech from your end. You are duly an amazing ELx speaking material. So kudos to you, congratulations to you as well. Said so, yes, sir. Let's move ahead with our next esteemed and light speaker, shall we?
Yes. Why not? Why not? Why not? Shall we? We should.
And said,
Okay.
as we can see on the screen share, it is Utkarsh Priyadarshini. Back to you, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Please, Saksham, I would like to tell you that Utkarsh is having some background noise right now, and she'll be at home in few minutes, so we will take later. And now I would like to move ahead with another one, then check. Okay.
Not a problem.
So
It
the next
happens.
participant is
Connections.
okay, Saksham sir. Yes, engineer visit. So, very good evening, Engineer Vijay. How are you?
Yeah, Tejas, I'm doing great. How about you? Thanks
Yes.
for asking.
Yes, I'm also fine. And how are you? And how are you feeling before your performance?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, and it kept me brisk, I could say, this evening.
Okay. Are you having butterfly in your stomach?
Not yet, I'm hungry. I didn't eat properly, so yeah, I'm hungry actually.
Okay. So, moving ahead with you. On my reverse count of three, you may start with just sir. Three, two, one.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Engineer Vijay, and I'm going to talk about something that still keeps me awake at night. December 2nd, 1984. Bhopal slept and woke up in poison. Thousands of lives were lost in hours. Mothers held lifeless babies. Fathers searched streets for children who would never return. And even today, decades later, people still live with the scars of that night. But the real tragedy is that we didn't learn from it. Fast forward to my own hometown, Thoothukudi. A copper plant was promised jobs, growth, and development. But what it gave us was toxic air, cancer in our people, and water so poison that even tender coconuts turned strange colors. Do you see the pattern here? It's negligence, it's greed, and it's silence. People rose, thousands of them. They protested for months demanding their right to live for the cause. And then on May 22, 2018, police opened fire on those protesters. 14 people were killed. Fathers, brothers, sisters, and neighbors, all standing for the right to breathe, drink, and live. Imagine just for the right to breathe, drink, and live. The tragedy was unimaginable, but the protest didn't stop because people refused to be silent. I joined the movement after the police shooting. By then, thousands had already risen. Many had given their voices. Some had given their lives. My role was small, just one person adding voices to thousands. But even that small voice mattered. Even that small contribution mattered. And eventually, because of the courage of thousands of ordinary people, that plant was closed forever. One voice may be ignored, but together we were thunder, and the thunder forced the gates to close. But tell me, what victory is it when you win with the blood of your own people? How do you celebrate when you watch your fellow protesters fall? I still see the faces, I still hear the screams. Have you ever stood next to someone 1 minute and the next seen them collapse? Not because of disease, not because of fate, but because bullets rain down for daring to want clean air and safe water. That memory, it does not leave you, it shapes you. It burns in your chest. It tells you that standing against injustice is not optional. So I ask you, how many more Bhopals do we need before we wake up? How many more Thoothukudis before we rise? If your rivers turned black, would you still drink them? If your children coughed blood, would you still stay silent? If bullets were fired at your neighbors, would you still look away? My friends, Bhopal was our warning. Thoothukudi was our scream. And yet, this isn't over. So today, I don't give you a speech. It's like a war cry. Stand when your rivers are poisoned. Stand when your air is stolen. Stand when your people are silenced. Stand when your industries put profit over life. Every small contribution matters. Every voice matters. And one voice may be a whisper, but together we are thunder, and thunder can shake the world. Stand with me, raise your voice, not for politics, not for profit, but for life itself. Even if you cannot march, raise your voice online, share the truth, speak up on social media. Vote wisely, choose leaders who will represent our lives, our children, and our planet better. Because justice is not given. Justice is upheld by those who stand against injustice. Every small action, every tweet, every vote, every protest becomes a part of the thunder. So today, let us promise we will stand against injustice wherever it appears. Thank you.
Okay. Guys, guys, you are making me your friend. You are rocking at this time. You like this is the kind of starting we are having. Previously offender, now Vijay. The emotion, the energy, the enthusiasm, the passion you came up with, Vijay sir. Big fan. You made me your fan. Saksham sir.
I have no words to say. I go back 1 day ago, 2 days ago. I had a word with Vijay sir. My doubt was, Vijay sir, your title is pretty strong. It is very interactive, and we hadn't heard him much. But he was like, Saksham, I got it. You have to trust me. I got it taken care of. And I said, okay, sir, it's all on you. So this is my also first time sitting here and listening to you. Uh, I just, I'm shocked. The way you represented certain social issue in a way of speech to relate the dialect and the ethics of it. That was something marvelous, something out of an imagination. So, Vijay, sir, hats off to you. I hope, yes, women discrimination still is a very heated debate topic in India. And I do think people are connecting with you as I am on the same page. So, Vijay, sir, hats off to your speech. It was once more another master of a speech by our elite ELx speakers, like offender, like Vijay. So, said so, let's move ahead with our next participant, and that is none other than Roy. So, Roy, very good evening.
Good evening, Shaksham. How are you?
I am doing amazing, Roy. So, this is our first edition of ELx, Roy, and I hope you all the best. And dear sir, please take the command.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, and very good evening, Roy. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic as always, you know me.
Yes, very nice. Good to know that. Sounds glad. So, how was your experience of practice when you were practicing? And please do let me know how is
Practice,
your practice and
yes.
how will you go?
I did my best, I did had some points in my head. To be honest, I just said I don't like to write scripts or do anything. I just like to speak from my heart. I like to be impromptu. But I did some little bit of points I made for this speech that because it is after all an elite speech that will be given in an elite platform of EL. So hopefully, if I make any mistakes, you guys can forgive me for that. But
Yes.
yeah, I'll try to do my best. Thank you so much.
Yes, yes, Roy, sir, same page. I also don't like to make a script because I am a kind of a raw speaker and I like to speak openly. No, any script cannot restrict me. So I can relate your emotion. And before starting, you guys, everyone, my lovely audience, and my enthusiastic participants, please don't forget to check our English Learners group. You are having some gifts tonight. Please check in the English Learner group. We are channel. Please check in the channel. We are having your trophies in the stickers. Please do check it. We have a trophy of offender. We have a Utkarsh Priyadarshini, Vijay, Roy. So this is kind of a good thing. Saksham sir, what do you say about it? Who made it? I don't know.
Of course, yes, sir. So we would like to take this time and reintroduce how ELx is a premier and a special event for everyone. Guess what? Every participant, every organizer, and every host here tonight has its own badge. If you are still thinking about it, click over my image, click over Teacher Sir's image. You will find a badge of ours to all the members because we are doing it in a very professional as well as premium matter. Apart from that, in certain competitions like ELx, we provide our winners with shields and mementos that they can keep them with themselves forever. Now, as you can see on the channel as well and in the VC right now, you'll find stickers. Those stickers are nothing, but they are mementos, as well as these are the trophies that will go ahead till the future with all our participants. Because of course, we do these certificate fashion and that's our EL fashion, but we need to bring some EL exclusive touch into this. So everyone, we have made the very precise changes to make this even the best. And as you said, Tejas sir, who is the key architect behind this, I would like to give a huge shout out to Sepulchral Serenade, the one person behind all the mastermind, all these premier and premium givings for our participants and our organizers. Because this was our latest addition to EL, the ELx, we need to do the best, we need to do the blast. That's why a great shout out and thank you so much to Sepulchral Serenade. what we also known as Patricia. That was one of the best designs ever created by you. And I'm a key witness to it because I've seen that the closest. Set Sotia, sir, would you like to begin with your
Yes,
tremendous countdown and let our participant
yes.
begin?
Okay, thank you very much, Saksham. So thank you very much for letting know about this. Kudos to you, kudos to Sepulchral Serenade, and kudos to English Learners family that we are improving indeed. We are improving. We are improving as the English Learners family and as the English learner, as an aspirant, we are improving. So moving ahead with our participant, and on my reverse count of three, Mr. Roy, you may proceed. Three, two, one.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Roy. Some of you may know me, some of you may not know me, but today I'm going to share one of my story and hoping that you'll see the reason I'm sharing this story. Let me take back to my youth when I was 23 years old. At the age of 23, something drastically bad happened to me. When I was 23 years old, life stopped. An accident left me in coma for 3 months. 3 months, yes. And when I finally woke up, everything I had worked for was gone. The people I thought would stand by me were not there. Dreams slipped away. And even though I was awake, I was alive, something else happened. Something dark, heavy, and silent. That is depression. Let me ask you, have you ever woken up and felt like even getting out of bed was too much? Have you ever smiled in front of others while inside of you were just breaking? That was my life. I was alive. But I wasn't living. I wasn't living. In that darkness, in that dark part of my life, of 2 years of my life, I found two things that saved me: belief and solitude. Belief, not in miracles, not in some perfect future, but belief in just one more step, one more breath, one more chance to try again. Let me ask you, can you believe just for today that your pain will not last forever? Because that's all it takes. One small belief at a time. And then solitude. Not loneliness, but solitude. The silence where you meet yourself. Yet here's the truth. Most people cannot even sit silent for 10 minutes. Can you do that? When you are going home after this event, when you close your phone, try to close your eyes and just be with your thoughts without distractions for just 10 minutes. And you will see it's not easy. It takes patience, it takes courage. But I was doing that every single day because I had no friends. Everybody thought I was mad. I could not say my ideas out loud, say my feelings out loud because I thought people would judge me. So I became quiet. But in that quiet space, I found healing. Solitude taught me that I wasn't broken, only bent, and I could rise again. So I ask you, what are you running from in your own silence? And what did you discover if you sat yourself long enough to listen? I know it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But somehow, I slowly began to rebuild. Not the same life I had before, but a new one. A stronger, deeper, and more grateful. Today I stand before you as someone who has walked through fire of depression and coma, and I want you to know you are not powerless. You are not powerless, my dear friends. You are not powerless. No matter how dark it feels, belief can be your light. And when you are lonely, don't be lonely. Think that you're in solitude. Think about yourself. Rediscover yourself. And you can be the person you were always meant to be. So I leave you one last question. If I, Roy, can believe in yourself for just one more day, what might become possible for you? I know it's not easy to do these things. It is easier said than done. The power of belief and solitude, it's a hard things to digest, to understand. You need to rise up and accept these things. You need to rise up and believe in yourself. You need to rise up and understand the power of solitude. You need to choose to believe in yourself and just one more day, one more step, one more breath. Because sometimes the loudest answers come in silence, and the greatest strength is born from believing in yourself when no one else does. No one believed in me. Everybody thought I was mad, but I believed in myself because I knew I could do it. My name is Roy, and I have survived depression. I have survived coma. And if these are struggles I faced in my life and I'm still standing my ground, so can you. So can you. Thank you so much.
It was
Yes,
really
Roy.
sensitive. Yes, yes, so you can go ahead with it, please.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Roy, we can. Yes, we can. The great emotional story that you came up. Thank you very much, Roy. Thank you very much. Such a wonderful story, and I hope as you faced in your life, this is kind of a very down that you face, and it's a part of a life. If I say in a positive manner, this is a part of a life. Without ups and downs, life is nothing. We cannot imagine. We cannot imagine a lean graph of our life, our heartbeat. If the graph is lean, if a graph is straight, so it's called death. So in the life also we cannot have the same lean graph. So up and downs is the part of a life. So we will have to come up, we will have to overcome by these things. Having said that, moving towards our respected host, the option.
Thank you so much, Tejas. And to be honest, Roy, you left me in silence. And again, the word you used, solitude, I could feel it. I could feel the depths of your speech. I lived that part of your life, but I couldn't feel the pain that you did. That makes you a tremendous speaker. That makes you one of the best amongst the panel. And you have left me in no words, actually, because I cannot believe a single day living like that and coming up to such great strengths. You have the hardest will, you have the strongest will among us, and
Thank
there
you,
is
man.
so much more success to unveil for you. Yes, Roy.
Thank you. Let me tear a little bit, but yeah. Thank you so much, Saksham. I really appreciate it.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely, Roy. Very all the best for your future upcomings. I would love to see you in more of our events. So, said so, everyone. That was Roy. Before that, we had our offender, and we also had Vijay. So that is just the half of our panel. We are still remaining with great speakers with their great stories, something new to unveil all the time. So, yes, sir, should we begin with our next participant?
Yes, why not? Who is the next participant in our bucket?
It is Utkarsh Priyadarshini.
Okay, very good evening,
Yes,
Utkarsh. How are you?
very good evening, sir. Thank you for asking. I'm doing fantastic. What about you?
Yes, we are doing fantastic. Lisa Aksham and I am doing fantastic. So thank you very much to ask me. So how are you feeling, Utkarsh, and how was your preparation? Tell me your experience, the
Sir,
time period of your preparation.
sir, I prepared a lot for this. Like I have practiced my articulation and everything that I can do for it. And I'm very thrilled to share that story before everybody.
Yes, yes, and I am excited to see you, and I'm excited to see your performance. How will you perform? And from my side, and from my respected host, my bro, the Saksham side, the best wishes are with you. So moving ahead with you on my reverse count of three, you may start with your wonderful story. Three, two, one.
Hello, lovely EL family. Very good evening. Okay, if I asked you to name your favorite hero, maybe you would say Iron Man, Wonder Woman, or even Spider-Man, or might be APJ Abdul Kalam, Elon Musk, right? But what if I told you the most powerful hero you could ever meet is standing much closer than you think? Closer than your best friend, closer than your family, actually staring back at you every single day and night. Yes, that hero is you. And that's what my talk today is all about. Self help, becoming your own hero. Let me take this into through a story of a girl. How many of you ever felt that life suddenly pulled the ground from beneath your feet? Many of us, right? That girl felt too. The student who sat on the first bench, the so-called the class topper. People thought she had it all figured out. Life looked perfect. But then came ninth grade. And suddenly everything collapsed. Her marks dropped, pressure grew. For the first time, she felt empty, depressed. Her identity had disappeared. Depression does that. She waited for someone to rescue her, a teacher, parents, a friend, maybe even a miracle. But no one came. And then one day she realized if she don't pick herself up, no one else will. That was the climax. She discovered self-help, not through big books, fancy theories, but through small habits that completely changed her life. She began with yoga. At first, she thought yoga is just about stretching your body like a rubber band. Then she realized yoga is about balance, not just for the body, but for the mind. Every morning, as she practiced, she felt her stress melting away, slowly, slowly. If I ask you right now to take one deep breath and slowly let it out, don't you already feel a little lighter? Yes, don't you? Second comes meditation. Meditation taught her silence. Imagine this: the world outside is noisy, everyone expects something from you. But when you close your eyes and sit in stillness, you find a voice you had forgotten, your own voice. That voice guided her back when she was drowning in self-doubt. Third comes journaling in her habit. Every night she would sit with a pen and paper and pouring her thoughts onto that paper. The anger, the fear, the tiny victories. Slowly they became her mirror, who she was becoming and who she could be. Now let me ask you one question. How many of you write down your thoughts? Try just you will be through yoga, meditation, and journaling. See, realize about it's about starting
Sorry
with
for interruption, Utkarsh. Sorry for
progress,
interruption,
starting
Utkarsh. My apologies to interrupt you, Utkarsh, but your voice is continuously breaking. I request you to please fix your network issue.
Am I audible? No.
Yes, you are audible. Please proceed. You left on. Let me ask the question. So please ask the question. What were you asking to us?
Okay. How many Let me ask you a question. How many of you write down your thoughts regularly? If not, try tonight. Write just one page. You will be surprised how your own words can heal you. Through yoga, meditation, and journaling, she realized something powerful. See, self-help is not about doing everything alone. It's about starting with yourself before expecting help from the world. From that depressed kid in ninth grade, she rose again, not as a topper in marks, but as a topper in life. Because marks fade, but habits stay. So if you take one thing from this story, let it be this. The person you are waiting for, the savior you are searching for, is already within you. Stand tall, deep breathe, write your own story. Because you are your own help, you are your own hero. Okay, here is the twist. That girl, that struggling student, that story you have been listening to is right in front of you. That hero was not someone else. That hero was me. My name is Utkarsh Priyadarshini, and this is my story of self-help. When you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. With this beautiful quote, thank you so much. Keep moving and keep smiling. Thank you.
That was an unexpected turn of event at the end, Utkarsh. For one reason, I thought you might be deciding a story of someone you know or someone of a great personality. And I thought, okay, journaling is good for somebody and yoga is good for someone else. But the ending when you said that it was you who did that, that creates more engagement to it. It means that I know someone now, Utkarsh, who has done this, who has done journaling, who has done yoga, who now knows that how to cater those problems, which is something people say you can't resolve it. Depression, you can't resolve it. Mental health, you can't resolve it, but you can now. So thank you so much, Utkarsh, for sharing your insights and your practical inputs to these applications in your real life, which now gives us a scope to understand that, okay, I do feel the certain issues, as she said, should I try journaling? And I will definitely share my journaling story with you, Utkarsh, sometime and some part in my life. Yes, Tejas sir.
Thank you, Saksham sir. Okay, moving ahead. Okay. The things I felt while reciting your story, whenever you were reciting your story, as Saksham sir already said, I was very amazed and I was in the story, in the depth of the story that yes, let's see what that girl will do. Now, how that girl will improve herself. But that is you. I was amazed. In the last, I was shocked. That is because she had a great job. That did a great job in her life. Okay, it's your personal story. So I'm very glad to know that. I'm very glad to know that you know journalism and you know yoga and you did a great job. How you improve yourself, guys, it's kind of inspiration. Utkarsh Priyadarshini is a perfect inspiration for us. How to help us? How to help me? How can I help me? How I am not thinking. How can I help others? How can I help me? Here, I would like to mention one thing. My father used to say that I can teach you how to walk. At the end of your life, you will have to walk alone. That you are only one who will walk, not me. That is the one thing that we will have to do our thing. No one will come to do our thing. That is the best example, Utkarsh. Thank you very much for being part of our event, being part of our tonight. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful story, wonderful event, wonderful part of your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, my pleasure. So, Saksham sir, how is our event
Yes,
going on? What do you think?
our event is going perfect by this time. I'm getting a lot of insights. I'm getting a lot of knowledge. And I'll be honest with you, this why this is an exclusive event, as you can see on your screen right now. Here we are witnessing the best speakers across EL. We are also witnessing the ELx version of events. But one thing that is very common, we're learning something new that we never thought of. I was listening to Roy. I was deeply insightful. I was listening to Utkarsh. I felt like, okay, this is something that is missing in my life as well. I can be inspired to these people. I now feel like these are my inspiration. These are some people I can look upon. You know how it is. So I don't have to go anymore outside to search for any motivation or idealism where I'm listening to our speakers here tonight. Was it same for you?
Yes, it seemed for me also. I was also feeling very glad to listen to these people that I guided them. That is the very thing that we guided them together and they are rocking. Wow. This is a kind of a victory for us also. So shall we move towards the next participant? What do you say?
Definitely, definitely, Tejas sir. Since everyone, we are moving pretty close towards the end of our EL exclusive ELx. I would like to see some fire chat. I would like to see some fire in the chat because I feel like people are a bit, they're missing out. Is it true, Tejas? I don't feel the josh. I don't feel the energy among the people. Is it only me or is it with?
Yes, I'm also feeling that if they are not attentive and if they are sleeping on the beaches, so definitely, guys, please, with the underscore, I would like to mention it, you are losing something. The
Definitely,
learning
I
from
need.
our participants.
I'm so sorry, Tejas, sir. I need chat spam filled with fire emojis. I don't even care at this moment. I need that, everyone. We have almost 40 plus participants here with us in the VC. Guys, what is this, guys? Show your encouragement to our participants of us. Okay, if we organize, we host, we put a lot of efforts bringing such events, not in the organization, but also to conduct this till this moment. There are certain technicalities and issues that we have to face along with it. We never let share that. We never reveal that as well because again, it's an ELx exclusive competition event for everyone. So, dear sir, now I feel it. Now I feel the gist. I can see a lot many fire chats.
Definitely. As I already mentioned, guys, please don't make a lean graph. Graph should be up and down, guys. Graph should be up, graph should be down. Please do it. Hurry up.
Said
Okay.
so, dear sir. Within the fire, within the exhibit of heat, shall we welcome our next participant?
Yes, why not, Saksham sir? We should move our next participant. Please proceed.
Definitely. So, said so. Our next participant here tonight with us is Kittu ma'am. So, Kittu ma'am, before you come up and say something, I would like to say everyone, I would like to tell everyone, this is something that me and Tejas sir want to share. Kittu ma'am was the closest among any other speakers while in the audition. Was it true, Tejas sir? Would you like to share some insights about it?
Yes, indeed. I can say she is very close to the perfected experience. She is very close. And we are not saying by our words. Definitely she'll perform. She'll perform in front of you and you can judge, guys. You can see the legacy, you can see the supremacy of the Kitto ma'am. So having said that, Saksham sir, shall we move towards Kitto ma'am?
Definitely. Let's just have a word with her. Kittu ma'am, are you there? And I hope we are audible and you too.
Yes. I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Wonderful.
Very good evening, Kitto ma'am. How are you?
A very good evening. I'm fine. How are you, sir? Thanks for asking.
Yes, we are fine, Saksham sir and me, and we are fine. So I want to know how was your experience of practice and what's your story and what kind of things that you have shared and that you had in the previous day in your practice sessions. Do let us know.
Practicing since afternoon, I was practicing. My family was saying, "Are you gone crazy? Why you're speaking alone?" So yes, I hope that I give my best today. That's it.
Yes. This is a passion for EL. This is a passion for our events that you are crazy. Yes, you could have said to your mother, "Yes, I'm crazy. Yes, I'm crazy for my growth. Yes, I'm crazy for my family." So, having said that, let's move towards the Kittu ma'am. And on my reverse count of three, you may proceed, Kittu ma'am. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, everyone. Don't you think life is full of surprises? We spend years in school learning subjects, memorizing chapters, preparing for exams, but when real life begins, most of that doesn't really help us. I was born and brought up in Goa. My schooling was also from Goa. I remember in every English class, we were taught grammar rules, tenses, essays, definition. But nobody asks us to stand up and speak. Nobody encourages us to express our thoughts. That chance only came later in my life. And even as a child, I used to notice something. Whenever someone spoke fluent English, people looked at them with instant respect. It was almost as if the language itself gave them confidence and authority. I always wondered why English seems as confidence itself. That question stayed with me. When I joined the corporate office after my studies, I entered a world full of very different people. Some colleagues were stylish, fluent, and full of confidence. Others were hardworking, always meeting targets, but struggling with English. And then there was me, the middle, trying to find my place. In my very first week, I was asked to write a client email. Yes. And believe me, I typed, deleted, typed again, deleted. Not because I didn't know English, but because I wasn't confident enough to use it. That's when I realized how big the gap really was. And in the office, I also noticed another people who spoke English with confidence got recognized faster. Even if that work wasn't always the best, that hit me hard. It wasn't just about knowledge anymore. It was about visibility. And frankly speaking, offices are like a mini movies. In just 6 months, I was chasing targets, colleagues chasing deadlines, and some chasing each other. Dating and breaking up next week. Life was moving so fast, just like a Mumbai local train. And in that rush, I realized something very important. In India, we study English, but we don't use English. Think about it. We all go through school and college with English as a subject. We know grammar rules. We know essay. We know how to pass exams. But when it comes to writing a email, speaking in a meeting, or introducing ourselves confidently, suddenly everything gets stuck. Tell me honestly, how many of you have studied English for years, but still feel nervous before speaking up in public? I know I did. The real problem. We are taught English as if it's only a subject, not a living language. And that gap is what holds so many back. And the problem is not English itself. The problem is we are taught. Grammar is important, but grammar is not the destination. Grammar is only the road. The real destination is communication. Being able to write, to speak, to express. Unless we shift this mindset, we will keep creating people who know English but cannot use English. So, today standing here, I want to remind you, let us stop treating grammar as the final goal. Let us start focusing on expression, on communication, on confidence. Because English is not about being perfect. English is about being heard. And every single one of us deserves to be heard. English doesn't make you smarter, but it does make your smartness visible to the world. My name is Ruhi Patel. I was born in Goa. I am still learning, still growing, but today I can proudly say I am breaking free from the fear of English. Thank you.
Yes, you are the Ruhi Patel. You are the English Learners member. You are the English Learners admin. The great platform to teach the people. You are teaching the people. Wow, the great story, great journey, Kittu ma'am, great journey. You made me your fan. How you recited, how you shared, and okay, the things. After having this performance, after listening this performance, I am reminding these days when I was giving you the guidance. Kittu ma'am, do like this. Kittu ma'am, do like this. Please have this change. Please have this change. You changed it completely. Wow, guys, I hope you got it. Why my respected host, D. Saksham, and I were saying to you, this is very close to the text. This is very close to the event. Yes, Kittu ma'am, you did a great job. Thank you very much. And having said that, moving towards my respected host, D. Saksham.
Thank you so much for calling me out there. And Tejas sir, I think I can now successfully say two things. First of all, Kittu ma'am, you lived up to our expectation and you escaped that. That was much better than what we expected. But secondly, now you're officially above the fear of English. You're one of the best speakers amongst EL. There is no more fear within you for this language. You have successfully have the best grasp of English language. So that coming to this stage at EL and stating the fact that this is our honor that someone can come up and say that being here together with us in the EL family, stated from day one now till this point at EL exclusive ELx. If you can state the fact, it means a lot to everyone. So thank you so much, and I'm so happy to be one of the succeeding members in your journey, me as well, Tejas sir as well, and so on and so forth, all the people who helped you across your learning pattern. But yeah, congratulations on your great success, ma'am. Great part of story, really engaging, really over our expectations. So once again, congratulations to it. And of course, my favorite, your sticker is out as well. Your trophy sticker, you can keep that with you. You can share it with your friends as well. But said so, everyone, Tejas sir, we are having a blast this evening. What do you think?
Yes, indeed. Like people are doing literally, they are rocking today, sharing a wonderful
Yeah.
experience, part of life. What do you say? How is your experience going on?
My experience is that I would like to say, everyone, I used to say this that guys, this is not the ending, this is just the beginning. But for everyone today, I would like to say that today there is no ending to this competition. And I would like to give some Easters to you. If you think and listen to me very carefully, we have 47 members, listen to me very carefully. If you guys think that after this event's going to end, that's the end of the night, oh, that's again the morning, Monday, rush to work. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my humble request. Please stay till the end. There is something very unexpected waiting for you, that part. That's it. I won't reveal what it is. You will find me
Saksham
there.
sir,
Yes,
control
yes.
yourself.
Oh, yeah,
Control
yeah.
yourself. Control. Don't reveal right now.
Definitely, definitely. Okay,
Don't reveal
okay.
right now.
I want to keep my audience into some fraction of surprise and suspense, but said so, my evening is going great. High adrenaline and high energy. And let's move ahead with our next participant. What do you say? Yes, sir.
Yes, why not? Let's move ahead with our participant. Let's see who is on our screen. So, Saksham sir, who is our next participant? Please proceed.
It is none other than Anam. So, Anam, are you there? Very good evening.
Yes, I'm here. Very good evening. Am I audible?
Very good evening, Anam. Yes, you are completely audible. Very good evening, Anam. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing tickle pink. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Yes, I'm doing supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and moving ahead with your experience of practice sessions. How was your experience? How did you prepare?
My experience was quite good, and I was so excited to I used to watch TikTok speeches on YouTube, and I thought okay, one day I'll speak like them. And today I have that opportunity to speak like a TEDx speaker, so I'm so happy.
Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so moving ahead with our next participant is none other than Anam. On my reverse count of three, Anam, you may start, you may proceed. 3, 2, 1.
She thought she was being ghosted. No text, no calls, no replies. Just silence. But it was not the boy. It was the planet. And here is the funny part. The planet was sending messages. She just didn't know how to read them. Because Earth doesn't send emojis. It uses floods, fires, and confused seasons. We say we love nature. We click photos of sunset, sunrise. We go for one hike in a year, call it healing. But when nature talks, we press mute button. The oceans are rising higher each year. The forests are disappearing far faster than weekend plans. Winters feels like summers, and summers feels like punishment. And still we ask, why is the planet acting strange? As if Earth is just another X who stopped replying. Here is the truth. Yes, here is the truth. The planet is not ghosting us. We are ghosting it. We ignoring the signs. We scroll the past warnings. We treat climate change like a bad Wi-Fi signal, irritating but not urgent. I'll never forget. I'll never forget one story that night in my neighborhood. It was raining hard. But we thought normal monsoon. Within hours, just within hours, water was out of knees. By midnight, it was harvest. My father lifted my grandma onto his shoulder. We carried her through the darkness, while refrigerator and scooters flooded around us like a toys. And yet, the next morning, people call it just another freak event. But freak event doesn't return year after year unless they are trying to say something like, hey, maybe stop building malls and buildings on lakes, or just stop cutting trees like ATM cards. And this is not just a story, one story, guys. Bangalore floods, Delhi is taking year, heat wave across Europe, wildfires in Canada. These are not random mood swings. These are the messages. So, what we can do? We don't need to panic. We don't need to feel guilty. We just need to listen. So, I started small. One reusable bottle, one compost bin, one less plastic bag, and yes, one very awkward argument with my uncle, who still says climate change is a fake news. But slowly, I started noticing change. Cleaner year after lockdowns in COVID-19. More birds in mornings, rain that smile like a possibility, not pollution. And I realize Earth doesn't want big, fleshy gesture. It just wants our attention like every good relationship. So if you leave with one thought, let it be this. The planet is not ghosting us. You are just not listening. But the good news? It's not too late to reply, to show up, to say, I hear you. Because Earth doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for presence. And here is the big truth. The Earth is not outside of us. It's inside of us. Every breath, every drop of water, every grain of rice is the living in your cell. So when you protected the planet, you are not saving something far away. You are saving yourself. Cell by cell, breath by breath. And maybe that's the most important text you have ever replied to. Because after all, I'm Anam, and if even one voice like mine can echo change, imagine what all of us together can do. Thank you.
You simply nailed it, Anam. You simply nailed it. And that was a lovely speech by you. I think that was the most energetic of the night. I was grooving with it. And I don't know who heard you well, but the nature did really. Global issues are something that are very violent. They are very atrocious as well. And they're very common these days. And I think you mentioned all of these in your speech in a very descriptive form. So thank you so much, Anam. And that was really really technical, and the way you described it was very generalized. So I personally relate with it, and I hope everyone else as well. But Tejas, sir, what was your opinion on it?
Yes, yes. You are completely right, my host, my bro. Please, Aksham, you are completely right. The Anam was the bold one, as I usually say in many debates of English learners, as I used to say. And from starting, I'm saying this. She is kind of a best example of women empowerment that has been taken by our respective register. That was all about the women empowerment. So she is the best example of the bold one, the great voice, the great story. And now let's talk about the content. I was feeling it that you said the one line, Earth is in us. Wow, very beautiful line. The meaning of this line is very huge. The line was very beautiful, my dear. You came up with the many beautiful lines and something different. As we all know, harming the earth, harming the nature. We used to listen this, but how you came up with that is a very great thing. That's why you are one of the best speaker of English learners, one of the best speaker in this ELx exclusive event. So thank you very much, Anam. Thank you very much for being part of our event, and thank you very much for your story and for being here. Thank you very much. So Saksham sir, let's move ahead with our. I think it's she will be the last participant. What do you say?
Yes, definitely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have finally come to the conclusion of our participation, our last participant before we end this exclusive event of ours. But Tejas sir, I think we should reveal one more thing. For all, if you think Kittu ma'am was the closest towards everyone, we will be soon releasing the results as well. You can find the upcoming member, the next member of ours, was one with the highest points among everyone else. So she was the first choice actually when we finalized with our marking. She was the closest one as well. And for those who haven't guessed it yet, it is none other than Weirdo ma'am. So Weirdo ma'am, first of all, very, very good evening. You might be at the end, but you are the most awaited part of our speech. So please, ELx Studio, ELx Podium is all yours.
Indeed. Very good evening,
Hi, very good
Weirdo
evening
ma'am.
to both of you.
Okay, very good evening, Weirdo ma'am.
Yeah,
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited. And after listening to everyone, I was like, okay, wow, what an amazing event. So let me see if I'll contribute.
Okay. So guys, she is the last participant of our event, but event is remaining, guys. Remaining. So first of all, let us complete to the Weirdo man. Then we will announce something great, and then we will have few respected words from our respected organizers and you guys also. So moving ahead with our last participant of this mega event, ELx exclusive. So moving ahead on my reverse count of three, Weirdo ma'am, you may proceed. 3, 2, 1.
If my brain had a podcast, trust me, you'd all be binge listening. Because it never stops talking. Episodes drop at 2 a.m., usually titled, What did she mean by that text? Or what if I embarrass myself at the meeting next week? Sound familiar? Yes. My brain doesn't have an off button. It has a 24/7 talk show. And for years, I thought this was a curse. People told me, stop overthinking, relax, don't make everything so complicated. But here's the twist I want to share with you all today. Overthinking, not a glitch, but an upgrade. We live in a world addicted to the fast lane, instant replies, knee-jerk opinions, and internet that better not buffer for more than 2 seconds. Overthinking has been cast as the drama villain in the blockbuster. But what if it's actually the undercover superhero in glasses, maybe a Superman or an Iron Man? Because when you let your brain hit replay, zoom in, and dissect every detail, you don't just think, you stumble onto brilliance. With the right microphone, overthinking isn't noise. It's a symphony of creativity and wisdom. Let me all tell you about Maya. She doesn't walk into rooms, she mentally rehearses it 17 times. Yes, it's funny, I know. She doesn't send texts, she drafts them like legal documents. And don't even ask her to choose a seat in a meeting room. Front row, too eager. Back row, oh my god, too shady. Middle, too indecisive. Her brain is like a group chat with no mute button. And every thought wants to be the main character. Kinda impossible. Yes, Maya is an overthinker. But here's what happened when she leaned into it. Maya had an idea. Most people would let it fade away like it was just last night's dream. But Maya kidnapped hers, locked it in the basement, and interrogated it until it confessed every plot twist. Scary? But let's see. She rewrote whole chapters in her head before typing Once Upon a Time. This is all we would write. The results? A novel. So layered, it should have come with a warning. Caution may cause existential crisis. And let us know Let us not ignore the everyday events, which sounds very common, but you know what? Once she nearly bought an apartment, and that looked perfect on the surface. All her friends said, "Yes, it's a great deal, go and grab it." But her brain wouldn't stop replaying the decision. So she kept digging and discovered a hidden legal issue with this property. Now, overthinking literally saved her from a financial disaster. So Maya realized her brain's endless podcast wasn't just noise. It was editing, it was fact checking, and producing the best episodes of her life. You must be wondering, who is this Maya? Well, she happens to be one of our managers at my workplace, not someone famous you must have thought of. But wait, history is full of professional overthinkers. Take Charles Darwin. The man who gave us Origin of Species spent over 20 years wrestling with his ideas before publishing. He second guessed himself, questioned every piece of evidence, replayed every possible criticism he had in his hand. But people thought he was too slow, too hesitant. That hesitation gave the world one of the most important scientific work in history. Darwin turns overthinking into evolution for real. And science actually backs this up. Let me tell you, research shows that what psychologists call rumination, you might have heard this word, it can enhance creative problem solving when it's channeled productively. So maybe that inner monologue isn't pointless. Maybe it's your built-in research development or the particular department that you want to go and visit every day. So if you remember one thing, remember this. Maya's brain may be loud, but it also loyal. It overthinks because it cares, and maybe yours does too. So next time you thought that you are overthinking and your thoughts are spiral, don't fight them at all. Just say, "Welcome back to my mental podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by self-awareness." And trust me, the bloopers are the best part. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that was one of the best and the most engaging one, I'll say, part of speech. You know, I have to say this one thing. I got every single niche of the topics that we discussed about. First of all, you talked about a person's overthinking habit, Maya, if I'm not wrong. I heard it very well. Second, you talk about Charles Darwin, the greatest overthinker in the history. Then you talked about the series within overthinking. And I loved it. I loved it from the start to the end. It was all perfect. So, Weirdo ma'am, you really and shining. Why you were the highest scorer in the audition and why you are the most awaited, yet you are in the last. Yes, Tejas, you can continue from here.
Thank you, Saksham sir. That you said very well. Talking about Maya and talking about Charles Darwin, it's a great connection that you came up with. Wow, it's a great creativity, and I'm very shocked that how are you making these kind of things, guys. And Weirdo ma'am, as you got a many points, many, no, most of the points among all participants. You got a highest point in audition. Yes, indeed. I can say with proudly, I can say this, you are one of the awaited participant of this event. Yes, you have that quality. After listening this performance, I am completely shocked. But before starting, I was having some misconception that she will do or not. But now you made me wrong. You proved me wrong. Yes, Tejas, you are wrong. So thank you very much, Viodo ma'am. Thank you very much for being part of our event and rocking like this. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys, for the appreciation. And I'll say that your feedback worked. I try to, take more pauses because my pace is kind of fast when I speak naturally. So for this event particularly, I thought to manage it. And thank you so much for your detailed feedback and all the appreciation. And I would say one of the best and most engaging session that we have. And I can see the success of it in future. So kudos to you
Yes,
guys.
yes, thank you very much. And yes, you managed very well. You worked upon your feedback and you managed very well, and that's why you brought. So, okay, thank you very much. So, guys, moving ahead, as I already mentioned, this this can be the last participant. She can be the last participant, but this is not the ending of this event. Here, I would like to take your insights. How did you like it? Participant insight, my respected host, our organizers. Let's start with my respected host, C. Saksham. Saksham, tell me, how was your experience from starting, from audition one, when we were preparing together with participants, collecting participant, audition, making results? So, how was your experience? Please tell me.
First of all, Tejas, without your active participation, it would have been a horrible, horrible nightmare because we had so many auditioners, then we had so many mentoring to do for the audition, then the audition itself, then 2 days of judgment, and then came the 2 days, almost 3 days of mentorship, and then all the slides you see, all the creation at the back end, at the front end, that all goes across every part of the panel in organization as well as hosting. So without the organization team and without the help of you, it would have been something impossible. But again, where impossible is possible, where recreation is innovation, where English learning is easy, is English learners. I just came up with that, and I hope that was a good quote to come up with. But said so, my experience was elite. My experience was delighted. My experience was at the peak, at the pinnacle. Again, you said right. I think you rephrased my phrase. This is not the ending. This is the beginning of something marvelous. And said so, dear sir, back to you.
Thank you very much, Lee Saksham. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful insight. And I hope and I wish my experience was very fine and was very wonderful with you as being judged, as being co-host, and as being moderator, and as being organizer, and many things, as being brother also. So my experience was very good with you, and I wish in the future we will be doing many things together. So thank you very much, Saksham, for your respected efforts in this event. Moving ahead, guys, he was Saksham, the backbone of this event. As I started in the starting, I said it, the backbone of this event, the Saksham. Now, I would like to move towards the cornerstone of this EL. Cornerstone of this EL is none other than Samira Samir, the Samira ma'am, IELTS tutor, pronunciation tutor, and the organizer of this event, none other than Samira Samir. So I want to have you, Samira Samir, on the stage. Please proceed.
Well, thank you so much, Tazaz. And I see everything is really going great and it's thrilling. I'm really happy to be a part of this event. So this is our ELx, Voices that Ignite Minds, and also our hearts as well. So very good evening, everyone. Tonight was not just an event. This is not just an event. It is an experience. So if you are participating, if I'm a part of this, it doesn't mean that I have to be the best one or I have to win. It's not like this. We always should focus to be better, to be better. Okay, best means you already have reached and there is no more way to go more forward. Okay, so better means there is always a way. There is something more to do, something more to learn. Okay, so this is an experience that we are having and witnessing. So wonderful. And yeah, every participants tonight, Offender, Kirsch, and I see Vijay. Yeah, Vijay, Roy, Kittu, Anam, Vedo. You guys just nailed it. You just, each one of you, everyone, you guys just didn't just speak over here. It was not just a speech. You connected. Your stories, your ideas, and courage moved us, moved our hearts, moved our minds. Totally just blended. It was so beautiful and phenomenal. So thank you so much. And you made us just think sometime. We feel it, we smile, and we can feel the things we didn't expect to feel before. But you made it. You guys made it. So thank you for being real, bold, and so beautifully human. It was so natural. Thank you. And obviously, most importantly, our host, this Saksham and Tizaz. So you are just, okay, there's no word. There's no word for your hosting. What could be better than this? What could be better than this? Okay, so I guess you guys are the best. Okay, so the way you just held the space, balanced the energy, and kept it just alive and thrilling for everyone. Sometimes emotionally we can connect. Sometimes it's thrilled. Okay, we feel the bold. Sorry, you could feel the boldness. So it was nothing sort of brilliance, phenomenal. And of course, I should mention our team behind the scene. The Saksham, the Saksham, the soul of ELx, you can say, as Tada said, the backbone of ELx. This event, you planned it, you trained them, every participant, you framed it all, you held everything together. So fantastic, and I really appreciate that. And also, worth mentioning Miss Ingenue. Thank you so much for the dream, for planting the seeds of this.
My apologies to interrupt you, Samaya ma'am, but you are on the view. Please unmute yourself and please start again. Samaya ma'am, unmute yourself.
Oh my
Please
God,
start
I'm so
again.
sorry. I was muted.
Samaya ma'am, again
Okay.
you are on.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Actually, I guess I was facing internet issues. Is my voice clear this time?
Yes, you are completely clear. We can have your melodious voice. Please, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I was talking about, yeah, Ingenue. So thank you so much for coming up with such a great idea. And the reason why, the reason why we are here today and making these events so beautifully. And apart from that, since you guys are hosting, but in the same time, results, I should say, you guys continuously worked as an organizer. I've seen you, you can say more likely supervising the whole thing. So your constant guidance made the participants just feel safe and like everything is going so well. Okay, you just made it sure. And also, I should mention the pillar of visual of EL is none other than Patricia. Patricia. Yes, I guess you guys know her. And yeah, Patricia, your designs just brought the light, the warmth, the beauty into this space. It's totally outstanding. Was mentioning, I really appreciate that. It's like even I should say you have made this DPs here, the posters so beautifully. Even I was craving for this poster when I saw you made it for the participants. You made it for the host. And I was thinking, oh my God, I wish I could have this one, like this one. Okay, and thank you so much for making this. And Leo, obviously, um, thank you so much for everything. Always watching over everything with care. And to everyone who listened, supported, and cheered, you guys, each one of you, everyone at the heart of EL. Okay? Oh my goodness. Okay. And yes, thank you so much. And this was ELx, born from a dream. I said ELx. You must know the full meaning of it. It's English Learners Express, but born from a dream, built with effort and lived through each voice tonight. So let's carry this feeling forward. Let's keep speaking, sharing, and growing together. Okay, so thank you so much, everyone, for listening to me so long. Thank you.
Samira ma'am, thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful insight and appreciating the all guys. Thank you very much for appreciation and your lovely words. I was feeling the pain and I was feeling the emotions in your words and how the emotions were coming out and how the things were coming out and how the hard works was coming out from your voice. I was listening and I was feeling like that. So thank you very much, Samara ma'am. Thank you very much for being us. I can only say this because I don't have Words, because my words are not enough for such a wonderful soul. As I had a connection with you, as I had a many discussion with you, my words are not enough for such a wonderful soul. So enough to say thank you very much. So guys, she was Samira Sumi, the cornerstone of the year. Now I would like to move towards, as Samira ma'am already mentioned, the name in her appreciation, the idea brought by who came up with this idea, who invited us to help to organize, to make successful this event, to idea. Moving ahead with our second organizer of this event is none other than Ingenue, and with the love we say more.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are completely audible. Please, you may proceed, my dear.
Yeah, good evening, people. And I'm so glad that this event is taking place in here because this is not the first time I'm organizing such events. Whenever I want to do something in real life, I always seek for chance, but I never get. Maybe I get some chances, but never get such a wonderful team like Tejas, Saksham, Samaira, Leo, and our graphics designer Patricia. Every single time, if we are having something, but and we are missing few things too. But this time, I had everything. I had platform, I had idea, and I had a team as well who comes up as a helping hand, as an organizer, as a host, as a graphics designer. Everything I had, every single time, whatever I had in my mind, I share it with our fellow admins, and they come up to help me. And this time, I saw a video like TEDx, and I thought it's also related to English. It may help participants, it may help our group members or admins, everyone in their speaking. If they are in a journey of speaking, whether they are beginner, whether they are intermediate, or whether they are advanced, it will help to everyone to improve their speaking. So I brought up this idea, and EL is the platform where I implemented this. Every single time, whatever I wanted to do, I do it on EL because EL is a place, I should call it my imagination. EL is a place which I imagined every single time since 2011, that when I will brought up, I will make such community. There will be few people, and 3 years ago I got EL. So here I'm in EL. I'm speaking, and those participants, those who come up for audition, there are more than 45 participants out of 25 came up. So every single time it's about our courage, not about our speaking, not about our skill. It's about courage. If we are having courage, then we can definitely do everything, whatever we want to achieve, whatever we want to do. So this ELx, especially for those who are thinking that they can't do, ELx is here. EL is here. Our admins are here, and especially thanks to Leo Patrick to develop, to make such community, a community of my dreams into reality. And I would like to say this thing to everyone, that you only need courage when it comes to speaking, when it comes to vocabulary. Definitely, you will get everything if you have courage. Again, I wanna thanks to my team or my crew, Saksham, Tejas, Patricia, Leo, and Samira, and every single person who is presented over here, giving their valuable time to our event, every single participants who, those who gave audition, especially a shout out for those who collected courage to give audition. They didn't judge themselves. If we will judge ourselves, then definitely we can't do anything. So thank you everyone. Thank you Tejas. Thank you Saksham. You guys are amazing and this EL is amazing. EL is not virtual for me. I literally want EL to exist in reality as well. And I feel definitely maybe within a year or within a couple of years we will achieve this target too. So thank you everyone again and a congratulations too for your upcoming success for such events which you are gonna cherish. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Moon. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful insight. Yes, indeed. EL is the place where people can live their dream. People can speak in English. People can communicate in the English, and people want to learn. If they want to learn, they can. EL is the place of dream. EL is the place of dream of many members. 25K members in this group. EL is the place of these persons, the dream of these persons. So thank you very much, Moon. Thank you for sharing such a wonderful insight as I was having your emotions in your words for EL. Not only this event, for EL, you was mentioning many things. Sorry, you were mentioning many things for EL. How is EL and what you want from EL and what did you do for EL? So thank you very much, Moon, for such a wonderful idea because guys, without idea, we cannot imagine anything. Without base, you cannot imagine Burj Khalifa. Without base, you cannot imagine Qutub Minar. Without base, you cannot imagine any building. So base was the moon, base was the idea, the base came from moon. Thank you very much, Moon. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful insight with us. And thank you very much for sharing such a nice effort, nice idea. And definitely, we will be looking towards you for next upcoming great ideas from your side. Thank you very much. So moving ahead, a person from our organizing crew, not only the person, one of the most important person of this group. Without this person, we cannot imagine our group. We cannot imagine our EL family, everyone. This is the person, none other than our respected owner of this group, our respected participant member and admin of this group. None other than Neeraj Arya. So Neeraj sir, I want to have you on the stage. Hold the mic, unmute yourself, and let emotion be flowed.
Hi,
Neeraj sir,
am I
are you
audible?
there? Yes,
Yes,
you are
am I
completely
audible?
audible. Please proceed. Yes, yes, please proceed.
Okay, so somebody just texted me. Why ELx? So the when they were talking about to do something different, as we started, as I went debate, then we started a speech competition, then we started role play competition, and everything. I mean, every event become as a trademark. What we do, people follow us. So we thought, I mean, our organizer, our admins were discussing, let's do something else now that can also followed by people. So that came from Miss Moon. So as someone texted, why ELx? So name was EL TEDx and TEDx belongs to someone else. So we as a EL community, we never want somebody can claim on us as a copyrights. that should we belong to EL only. So we changed the name EL TEDx to ELx. And what is mean ELx? As most of people already listened the event, I hope everyone got it. What is the meaning? So EL stands out totally different compared to debate, compared to a speech competition, compared to role play event. Debate usually happen between two and three and five, four, five people in pair. A speech competition happen where you just share your insight about any particular event, any maybe you shared about the country, your a specific what you like, you share with feeling, share with a story. But ELX stands for inspire others, stands for not love life, stands for where your speech can inspire to new generation, motivate to new learners, motivate to motivate to those people those are just learning right now in college somewhere. They just need little spark in them. So your story, your insights story that can make them a spark to do something in their life. That's why we came up with ELX. People can share their story, people can share their imaginary story, maybe a real story, why they are what they are right now. After listening others, they can get motivated, they can get inspired to do something for the nation, do something for themselves, do something for society, do something for their personal growth. So next question raised here, how we started. So EL always begin with a lot of vision, and after that we try to craft in a way that can looks like actually that belongs to EL. So we discussed a lot with admins. I saw that in admin group there were meeting 4 and 5 times. They were talking about, they were sharing EL, uh, they were sharing YouTube shorts video. We can do like this, we can do that. So there is a small line when you when a lot of knowledgeable people meet each other, they came on such a table that can attract to everyone. Even ChatGPT, even a lot of AI recently developed. Every things comes from a lot of people. I mean, there were 4 and 5 inventor, founder. They came on one seat. They try to develop something that can attract to whole world. So yes, there were a lot of organizers. They discussed a lot, 4 and 5 days, and they came across. Before that, as it was the name of EL TEDx, and before final event done, yeah, going to happen, they were discussing about what if we are going to upload on YouTube, and we can get copyrights by TEDx company. So see how our team is think every small. There nobody can point out on us. We copied from somewhere else. So yes, now the name is ELx. Yes, I would love to say thanks to all the organizer, co-organizer. The names are the Saksham, Tejas, Samaira, Moon, Patricia, and apart from those, others admin helped them. Maybe it was a small, yeah, maybe it was on the larger scale. If I need to take the name Anchal, he left in between because of her study. But all a small help, all a small little, even if somebody help as a water droplets, that's also important for the a spark for anything, for the big event. And yes, just now one of my admins texted me what could be the future of ELx. The future of ELx, see, we are not going to organize like a debate every Saturday, every Sunday as like a rapid fire, yeah, as like a role play, or maybe a speech competition. We will try to organize such event within like 4 and 5 months, and that's called expensive plan. When you want to make such expensive plan, you have to work in every knee places. It takes a lot of time. So, and also it must be engaging ideas. That this was the first ELx. In second ELx, maybe something different. I must say you all guys watched early morning, yeah, maybe day afternoon. There was a one video released by EL. It was related about new chapter of, I mean, second part of IELTS, speaking IELTS book. So see, if you launch something, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth series, every series is getting signed slowly. So I must say, whenever is going to happen ELX second, it will be more insightful, more attractive, maybe something different. Maybe we can add some music tone, yeah, maybe we can add some emotion tone when the speaker is going to speak. So yes, we will try to add something different as well, and we will try to follow what these organizers done. Maybe some others organizer will get added, but what is important, we have to follow what someone started. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Neeraj sir. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful insights, guys. The emotions are running out. Literally, emotions are running out. I can feel in the voice of Samira ma'am. I can feel in the voice of Moon. I can feel in the voice of Neeraj sir. Guys, you are literally today is kind of very, we can say it's one of the biggest achievement for the EL that we did a great job. This is a kind of a very big event and the first time in EL history and in other groups also we can consider this is the first time we did it. So guys, as we all done, here I would like to take one more person. If okay, if she is available in the VC, I got a feedback from one person from the audience crew. I would like to invite Sanya for her feedback, how she's feeling after this event. So proceed, Sanya.
Okay, so first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for calling me. And yeah, I would like to say a few words about it. As I was, first of all, I'm very proud, like hosting this audition event on this. And I would like to say congratulations, each one of you.
Sanya, you are not audible. Can you please make sure your network? Sanya, are you there? Sanya, I request you to please rejoin.
Am I audible?
Yes, now you are audible. Please, you may proceed.
Okay, so I was saying congratulations to everyone. This is truly a once in a lifetime experience, and I never seen such incredible engagement and insights and passion for learning in one community. So keep signing and inspiring each other. I mean, to reach new heights. And I would say to both of you, Tejas and Saksham, it was wonderful hosting. And apart from that, the organizers, I would say Moon and Samira, Neeraj, and both of you guys, I mean, you did amazing. And I never seen this kind of performance. I was just looking like what I'm listening. I'm listening continuously, like a podcast or mostly I listen only in podcast or in other places. But today it's a kind of live, so I'm amazed to see. It's really superb, I would say, and I would love to see all these kind of events in future as well. So thank you, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Tanya. Thank you very much for sharing such a wonderful insights from your side. So guys, here we are completely done with our feedbacks and feedback, such a wonderful feedback we got from our organizers and audience and my host, the Saksham also. So now I would like to end this wonderful event, but not ending. This is not an end. We will do many things in the future also, but don't forget, every ending is the new start of something other thing. So we have to end it right here. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this event. I hope you learned something this event. The event was ELx. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you very much for my organizing crew. Thank you very much for my respected host, Saksham. Thank you very much, my lovely participant. Thank you very much for my lovely audience. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here till end. But from my side, I'm signing off. I'm signing off from here now. And now, guys, one surprise is waiting for you. So please stay here, stay tuned with us with the next surprise. Here we are. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for joining such a wonderful event. Keep enhancing yourself. Keep working hard. Thank you very much. Over to you, Saksham sir.
Thank you so much, Tejas. Thank you so much, everyone. That was an amazing night. That was an amazing